Welcome everybody to Friday Night Football in the MAC Conference. We're at Tuvell Stadium tonight with where the Bettendorf Bulldogs are hosting the Pleasant Valley Spartans right here in a little backyard battle. This is Cy Robinson along with Jeff Manders and cameraman Jess Medina, and we're going to be bringing you this game. And Coach Manders, what do you think of this matchup?
Well, we got a classic rivalry here. Two undefeated teams battling to find out who's best in the MAC this year. And like I say, this is for the championship of the East Side. Quad Cities?
I'd say so. Yeah,
the East Side, for bragging rights of the East Side of the Quad Cities.
You bet.
Should be a good football game, and I tell you, it's as far as I'm concerned, it's a toss-up. I wouldn't want to predict a winner at this point.
Both 2-0 coming in tonight, so they're going to be really getting at it. Returning people for Bettendorf. We'll talk about the home team here for a minute first. Bettendorf will receive the kickoff tonight. Justin Langen, I think, probably one of the more important returnees, starts at the quarterback position. All-Stater Derek Turner, a big defensive tackle, 6'5", being listed anywhere from 260 to 285, so a really big person. And coming up from the sophomore ranks last year, a junior, Andy Parker, who gained 2,000 yards as a sophomore. So. And Matt Drinkhall, the senior, who is the fourth leading rusher in the conference this year. So some really good people for the Bulldogs in there. Also, co-leader in scoring in the MAC, the junior Parker. So this kid must be tough. We haven't seen him yet this year. Returning for Pleasant Valley, we get Tony Perkins at quarterback. Got some experience there. Third leading passer in the MAC. And in the secondary, Brad Dahl, Denny Lang, Fabio Castro, all back for a returning defensive back. So Ed Morrissey, 15-plus years in the conference, and Merv Hobenick, the head coach of the Bettendorf Bulldogs.
For eternity.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, a whole bunch of about as old as you and I put together, but I hope he doesn't hear that. Here's the kick. Back deep for the Bulldogs. Number 22, Matt Drinkhall, and he'll return it up to about the 26-yard line. First down, Bulldogs. Beautiful night here at Tuvell Stadium in Bettendorf.
Yeah, and a nice crowd, too. Two football teams that are very highly supported by their communities.
This is a fact.
Number 10, Justin Langen's the starting quarterback for Bettendorf this year. Might add that he is an outstanding field goal kicker. We had an opportunity last year to watch him kick a 51-yarder.
That's right.
Versus Assumption. And if they get close, the Bulldogs will not hesitate to go to him.
Here's Drinkhall around the right side. Brings the ball, brings it up to about the 41-yard line. That's good for a first down on about a 14, 15-yard gain. So right out of the blocks, Bettendorf takes it to the outside.
Well, last week, Pleasant Valley versus Assumption employed the bend but don't break defense. Gave up a lot of yards, but still came out with a W. And so we're going to see if they're going to be tested again tonight, and we'll see how they respond.
Exactly right. Here's Bettendorf's offset eye offense. This is the give to Drinkhall again, number 22, and he'll gain about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8. And as we said, Merv Hobenick, the grandpa of the league, that's for sure, and he's got more wins than any coach in the league, and probably several combined.
Yeah, our Affleck trivia question of the day is, who was the head coach before Merv Hobenick?
Oh,
think about that one.
That goes back a ways, doesn't it? Here's the option play. Drinkhall again on the pitch, and a good hard tackle. Looked like number 83 for Pleasant Valley, Denny Lang, one of the captains.
Brought down by number 74, Josh Klingeman, and 83, Denny Lang.
Also number 74, Josh Klingeman, in on the tackle.
Well, it's going to bring up a third down and just less than 5 yards to go. So we're going to see a possible pass here, but also close enough that we could see run action here.
Yeah, passing situation for sure. Offset eye to the left. Here's the little crossbuck action given to the tailback Drinkhall, and he's going to be short of the first down. Going to be about 1.5 yards short, it appears to
Depends
to
where
be.
they spot it. Yeah,
and that's probably going to bring up a punting situation, I would assume. Doing the punting for Bettendorf is Langen, the quarterback. Back deep for Pleasant Valley, number 10, Tom Anthony, and that name is well known in the Pleasant Valley ranks. And they'll let the ball come to a halt on about the 14-yard line. First down, Pleasant Valley. Well, we'll see what Pleasant Valley comes out in now. Tony Perkins. Perkins, I believe, is third in the league in passing, so we may see Pleasant Valley put the ball up, Coach.
Well, right now, not the best field position.
Not for sure.
15-yard line, and
right.
We're going to see what they run on this play.
Perkins under center. And here's the give to the up back. Fake the give to the up back, and a throws it to the outside. A complete to Tom Anthony. Nice little dive action, run action pass right out of the
Play
block.
action, slant to the wide receiver, and right away Pleasant Valley comes out and starts throwing the ball. And you mentioned Perkins, one of the leaders in the passing in the conference, and looks like we're going to see some more passing from him tonight.
Exactly right. Dave receiving. Dave Falwell is in the top 10 in the conference. Here's Perkins again, 2nd and 1. And the give is to Brady Clemmy, I believe, number 32, my fault, I've been corrected. This carry was Fabio Castro, number 32, and one of the captains. And they'll move the down markers. First down, Pleasant Valley at their own 24-yard line. Great crowd on hand. Beautiful football night here at Tuville. Little inside reverse. And a lot of room over there. This is Jeff Beck, number 20. And Beck takes it across midfield down to the Bettendorf 48-yard line. Nice play, Coach.
Well, a little misdirection football on that time, and that was really good ball action by the Pleasant Valley offense. Very difficult to follow the ball carrier.
I'm sure that Ed Morrissey thinks that his people really are probably outsized. He needs to throw the ball. He needs to use some misdirection and get some things going. And a very successful play there. First down, Spartans at the 42 of Bettendorf. Perkins, straight drop. Little fade pattern, wide open over here. And caught by Tom Anthony at the 14-yard line. First down, PV, and they're on the move, Coach.
Yeah, nice pass by Anthony.
Beautiful.
Or nice catch by Anthony. And a great fade pattern. A good throw by Perkins.
Perkins just aired it out and let the receiver run under it. Beautiful play.
And right away we see that this Perkins kid can really throw the ball well.
Indeed. Number 21 into the game for Pleasant Valley, John Wagner, one of the captains. Castro, the up back. Here's the give to Falwell over the right side. He's got a little bit of room, and he'll pick up 5. Little cross-buck action, faking to the first man through, giving to the second.
That's one of the beauty of the wing T formation. All that misdirection and ball action that you get out of the wing T.
2nd and about 5 for Pleasant Valley at the Bettendorf 9. And Bettendorf's going to get a freebie out of that, I think, or Pleasant Valley's going to get a free 5 yards out of that. I think there was a man offside. In high school football, no player can be in the neutral zone. That's a imaginary line going across the field, both tips of the football. And a Bettendorf player got a little anxious there. So 5 yards will be marched off, and that's going to be real
awfully close to the first down.
Yeah, it sure is. Now they didn't mark off 5 yards there, Coach. At least I didn't think they
They go
did,
half
but
the
they had
distance?
to. Oh, yeah, half the, I guess.
Distance.
Any rate, it's 2nd and 2. Perkins. Given to Mappin. This is Tom Mappin that time, number 34, I believe. Mappin's going to be close to a first down. Ed Morrissey using a lot of personnel here.
Yep, and that time they did pick up the first down. Lined up in double tights with the wing and just ran the lead off tackle, and they picked it up. And that's going to give Pleasant Valley about goal to go with 3 yards for a touchdown.
And this has been a nice series for them. Bettendorf stacks it in there. They had 8 man down on the line of scrimmage. Perkins. This is the give over the left side to Mappin, and he's in for the touch, Coach. 6-zip. Pleasant Valley. That was a nicely executed series right down the field.
That was a very impressive drive by PV, mixing up the pass and the run. That time the ball carrier was met at the 2-yard line, did a little spin, and managed to get in the end zone. And so PV goes on top first, draws first blood with a 3-yard rushing touchdown, and scores 6-0 with the point after touchdown to come.
6:26 to go in the first quarter. And the extra point is up and good by Mike Clark. Clark, as I recall, had a brother named Eric. He's quite a football player over at Pleasant Valley a year or two or so ago. So Pleasant Valley takes a 7-0 lead going into 6:26 left on the clock. And we'll shut her off for a minute. Okay, we're back. A little technical difficulty again, but Mike Clark on the kickoff, and the ball was returned up to the Bettendorf 34-yard line, so pretty good field position here, Coach Manders.
Yeah, nice field position to start a drive, and last time Bettendorf was able to establish a little bit of an assault offensively, but it kind of stalled, and we're going to see what's going to happen here on this series. We got double tight ends with a wide out and I formation for Bettendorf.
And the trap block, there was a trap block coming across. Guard Brent Martin came across for the trap, kind of missed, and nice defensive play.
Going down by number 53, Joe Eastburn. Joe Valez, please report to the Memorial Lot.
Nice defensive play there by
Report to the Memorial Lot.
looked like number 73, John Faw, but I'm not sure about that.
How about 6'3", the defensive end?
Okay.
Yeah.
Joe Eastburn, okay.
Yep.
You're probably right, Coach. Langen rolls left and throws the ball out, intended for Brad Lipkowitz, and it's a reception right at midfield.
Well, Langen bought himself his own time there with the rollout, and the receiver just did more or less what we call a deep comeback, and good pass coverage initially, but with that much time, it's tough to cover these receivers.
It is. Langen got out there pretty fast, and looks like he could gain some ground there by not throwing it.
Speed, you know, he's on the soccer team, and he moves pretty fast.
And again, on the dive on the inside to number 40 for Bettendorf, Scott Flynn.
Ball carried to the fullback, number 40, Scott Flynn. Brought down by number 51, Kurt Jansen for Spartans.
Tackled by Kurt Janssens of the Spartans after about a yard gain. So 2nd and 9. Bettendorf crosses the field for the first time tonight. Langen fakes the give, wants the throw, got some room on the left side. He'll keep it and advance it to about the 44-yard line for a 5-yard gain.
Well, that time Eastburn just kind of got in his face, and Langen did a good job of making something out of really nothing.
He did. It looked like he might be tackled in the backfield. So 3rd and 4. Langen back to throw. Wide open on the near side for Bettendorf was Nick Wallers. And that's a good gainer there, Coach, about 20. Nick Wallers, nice pattern on the right side. Out pattern, wide open. First down Bulldogs on the Pleasant Valley 30. Both teams moving the football. And here's the give to Andy Parker over the right side. And Parker, the junior running back, will pick up about 5 yards on the play. Possibly, yeah, 5 yards exactly. Parker, as we mentioned before, Coach, or did we? The junior running back. Here's Parkins again onto the left side. Parker was a 6th leading rusher in the conference so far up until this point.
He's going to be awfully close to the first down here.
He looks like a pretty good scat back. Picked up about 2 to 3 on the play. 3rd and 3, we'll call it.
Did not really get a good spot on that last last play by the Zebras.
There's a true offensive coach talking there.
The Zebras. Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 3. Langen. Here's the pitch. This is Parker again to the right side. Nice play out there by number 63. Yeah, that was Eastburn again, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Eastburn, Joe Eastburn, number 63, playing a whale of a game so far. That time they had really good offensive, Bettendorf had really good offensive push. It looked like he was going to pick up the first down, and then Eastburn just kind of came through and made the tackle.
Right.
And this is going to bring up a 4th down and a big play for both teams.
I agree.
And guess what, Coach? It looks like Mr. Langen
looks like they're going to try to put 3 on the board here, huh?
Is going to try a field goal, and this is well in his range. Going to be about a 48-yard field goal.
Oh, plenty of leg, and it's good right through the middle. Langen,
38-yard field goal.
Yeah. But he had, I think he had enough leg for 10 more yards on that.
Yeah, he could have made 48.
Yep. So, at any rate, Bettendorf gets on the board, but Pleasant Valley retains the 7-3 lead with 2:15 on the clock. And we'll stay with it. They'll get going here in a second. So 7-3 ball game, exactly what we expected. We're expecting a tight ball game. And so far, that's what we're getting.
And we're seeing both offenses really doing a good job mixing the pass with the run. And, you know, historically, sometimes these two teams wouldn't throw the ball that often.
That's right. That's right. They just kind of pound on each other.
This is the new millennium and new offensive style.
That's exactly right. Both offenses opening up. All right, getting ready for the kick here. This is Langen. Langen's a busy person on this football field. Kicks, punts, QBs. Very high, deep kick. Taken by, looks like number 21, John Wagner, one of the captains, one of the Pleasant Valley captains. And that ball was just taken at the 1-yard line.
Tackled by Bulldog number 87, Brian.
And Wagner brought it back up to about the 22, so pretty good return there. Pleasant Valley taking over at their 23, their own 23, 1st and 10.
Pleasant Valley coming out a little different formation, I formation with twins on this side. We haven't seen that yet.
Perkins given to the tailback, David Falwell, and Falwell stopped for no gain. So we'll see if see how much they come out in that formation, see if they take advantage of that passing formation. Perkins under center. 2nd and 10. Short drop to throw. And pass intended for Jake Winter of the Spartans, but nicely broken up over there by the cornerback.
Broken up by number 49, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Vollinger, 6'3", 185-pound junior. That was a pretty good lick, Coach.
That was a pretty good lick. They once again tried to hit the quick slant. And
3rd and 10. Trip formation now left side by the Spartans. Back to throw is Perkins. Wide open to the near side that time was Falwell, but a little bit overthrown. Tough ball to catch.
Yeah, could have been caught, but slipped out of his hand. That's going to bring up a punting situation for the Spartans. And Bettendorf should get the ball in excellent field position after this punt.
Well, back to punt for the Spartans would be Matt Decker, number 13. Deep for the Bulldogs, number 31, Dave Yoder. And the ball will be fielded by number 34, Andy Parker. And like you said, Coach, there's your field position.
Well, they actually had the return set up on the right hash, and I tell you, if the running back could have took it a little farther outside, it was set up. It could have went a lot longer.
Sometimes those punt receivers like to, for some reason, they don't like to get to that chalk line on the sideline and scamper it up. They like to turn it upfield as soon as they can, and sometimes when they do that, they lose blockers. At any rate, 1st and 10 on the Spartans 42. And a nice hole over the right side. Ball carried by Scott Flynn, I believe, number 40. He'll pick up about 3. Into the ball game for Bettendorf, Brad Lipkowitz. And we'll set some linemen as we get a chance for both teams. Here's the pitch to Parker again. And I'll tell you what, Langen almost didn't get that ball off, Coach.
Well, that was initially defensed well by Pleasant Valley. And Parker, Langen did all he could to get the ball off, and Parker did an outstanding job of turning the play up and making a good gain out of something that initially did not look like it was going to go very far. But it looks at this point, though, we have a penalty.
Yeah, all for naught, wasn't it? That's going to be in the area of probably a hold.
And it's going to bring that back. And it is a hold, Coach.
10 yards from the spot, so that was a big penalty there after a good gainer. Down over again. That's going to be 2nd and about 18, 17 maybe, 18. Clock is running with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter here at Tuville, and this quarter is zipped by pretty fast. Shotgun formation, Langen's in. Here's the left-hander's throw out to the left side, and really a pretty nice throw to Drinkhall. It was just a little bit high. Looked like it might have been catchable.
Yeah, that time we saw a little different formation from Bettendorf. We had wide receivers on both sides of the field, and 2 tight ends.
Exactly right. Defended out there by Jeff Beck, or John Wagner, I believe, number 21. 3rd and 18. Shotgun formation, and Bettendorf, Langen elects to take a timeout. He doesn't like what he sees, and will do the same. Third and 17, high snap to Langen, but he snags it, rolls to his left, and he's just running too fast. I didn't think he was going to get the ball off. And Coach, ball was caught over there by Bettendorf's number 87, I believe.
I think we're going to have it coming back, Coach. He was awfully close to the line of scrimmage, and I believe I saw a flag go over there. And right now the referees are talking it over.
Okay.
We'll see it.
Langen, a great job getting that ball off down
No,
there.
it's on Pleasant Valley.
Okay,
We have a personal foul, I believe that was.
I didn't see the prelim, but our cameraman, Jess Medina, seems to think it's a personal foul. So that's going to be half the distance tacked onto the gain. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And so Bettendorf will have a first and goal at the Pleasant Valley 6-yard line.
Well, once again, you know, we have the athleticism of Langen creating something that initially did not look like a whole lot. And then when you tack on a personal foul, it's going to give Bettendorf a grand opportunity to put one in the end zone here.
Indeed, they can. Actually, you know, there's no time on the clock. I just happened to look at the clock, so that's the end of the quarter with Bettendorf, or excuse me, Pleasant Valley with a 7-3 lead, but Bettendorf threatening with a first and goal at the 6-yard line, and we'll take a break.
Sliders Pizza. To cure those hunger pains either before or after the game, stop at Sliders Pizza in Silvis. Sausage, taco, or chicken fajita are some of the favorites, along with our awesome Sliders bread. Dine in or carry out. 792-9100. Try our lunch buffet 11 to 1, 7 days a week. Tuesday evenings 5 to 7. Sliders Pizza, located at 637 First Street, Silvis. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sliders Pizza. The Moline Community Center is now open. 1615 Fifth Avenue, Moline, Illinois. It's the new party place in the Quad Cities. So book your reservations now for that wedding, birthday, anniversary, or any other major family event that you would like to have at a hall. The Moline Community Center, the new party place in the Quad Cities. Once again, at 1615 Fifth Avenue, Moline, Illinois. Make your reservations by calling 762-9135.
First and goal, Bulldogs on the 6. Langen gives to Parker over the right side down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Just kicked it, or not kicked it off, but we just started the second quarter here at Tuvell Stadium.
And we're seeing a dandy of a game.
Definitely an offensive battle so far, although there's not that many points on the board, but they are moving it up and down the field. Langen, here's the give. Parker, right side. Beautiful defensive play there by number 74, Josh Klingeman of Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, same play as last time. They're running the outside lead-off tackle, and they're not having a whole lot of success over there.
Klingeman, 6 foot 260, coach, and he showed some quickness for a big man. 3rd and 5, yard loss on the play. 3rd and goal from the 5, excuse me. Langen back to throw, run action, wide open on the left side. That was touchdown all the way, Coach Manders, and touchdown caught by number 85 for the Bulldogs, Nick Walters.
They ran the play action pass that time off the 2 plays they ran previously, and Langen did just a good job putting the ball up and letting Walker float underneath it.
Yep, beautiful throw. You could just see that develop from up here. I thought it looked like Walters was going to be wide open, which he was. So the Bulldogs will line up for the PAT. Langen, and he'll boot it out of the stadium. So Bettendorf comes up with a big touchdown, and they'll take a 10-7 lead with 10:56 to go in the second quarter. Well, we'll see if Pleasant Valley can counter that. Ed Morrissey, we mentioned before, very diverse attack tonight so far, throwing, misdirection, many different things. So Langen will tee it up pretty close to the left hash of the field. And we're off. And kicks the ball into the end zone of Pleasant Valley, and there will be no return. And a little clarification on that rule, as if the ball crosses the plane of the goal line, it is not returnable in high school football on the ball's own impotence, right?
Well, and I tell you, that's why it's so valuable to have a kicker like Justin Langen, who can guarantee no run back by the opposition.
So the impetus of the ball deals with that. First down, Pleasant Valley on their own 20, 10-7, second quarter. Rolling out is Perkins, and the ball is caught by Mappin, and a nice run action play there by the Spartans brings the ball up to the 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
Knocked out of bounds by number 43, Alex Briesco.
Briesco shoved the receiver out of bounds. Here's Perkins, I formation, unbalanced left. Here's the pitch to the left side, and David Falwell. And so far, Bulldogs have shut Falwell down pretty good, Coach.
Yeah, really not trying to go outside there with the pitch, and that was going nowhere at that point. Number 44, Abe Blair up to make the tackle.
Well, Pleasant Valley only had 2 down linemen on the right side of the ball that time, so they had a lot of blockers over on the left side. See if they can overpower, but.
Well, I don't think Pleasant Valley is going to make a strong living out of run and toss sweep.
Truly.
Yeah.
Perkins back, run action throw. Wide open on the right side is Tom Mappin, and he's all the way down to the 32-yard line of Bettendorf, and somebody came back on a block, Coach, and I didn't get the number. Somebody came back on a fine block, which sprung Mappin for another 5-yard gain.
And that's the way Pleasant Valley's been having success, more with misdirection,
Right.
play action pass, rather than just straight smash mouth football. Stuff it down your throat.
Exactly right.
They really a good offensive team when they do that kind of stuff.
So number 52 for the Spartans, Matt Hall, the center, brings them out of the huddle. Here's Perkins, back to throw, and you got a receiver open. Beautiful catch over there. Is that Anthony, Coach? Tom Anthony, and you can take it from there.
Well, Perkins just threw a strike.
Yep.
And Anthony, never gave up on the ball. It looked like Bettendorf was in some type of man coverage because the defensive back had his back to the quarterback. Never did really see the ball, and the Anthony just ran right underneath the perfectly thrown ball by Perkins.
1st and goal at the Bettendorf 5. Here's the give over the left side, and it looked like Mappin was going to score there. He was churning, but a pretty good defensive effort by the Bulldogs. But Mappin, at any rate, took the ball down to the 1-yard line.
Tackled by 31, Dave Gilbert.
Tackled by Dave Yoder at the 1-yard line. That saved a touchdown. And there were some other black shirts around the area, but 2nd and goal from the 1. Perkins Quarterback sneak and awfully close, coach.
Yeah, no indication, though, by the referee.
So 3rd and goal, looks like it's on about the 6-inch line. Looking at the lineman for Pleasant Valley, number 72, Shea Lesline. Big 280-pound tackle. Right guard, number 53 for the Spartans. Here's the give to Parker, or Mappin, I'm sorry, number 34, I believe it was, for the touchdown. And Pleasant Valley, we got a new leader in the clubhouse, Coach.
Well, that was extra effort on the ball carrier that time. Initially stopped, but once again surged a second time and was able to get in the end zone. But
certainly was.
That was still pretty close. Not a bad defensive goal line stance by Bettendorf. And
at any rate, here in the second quarter with 7:46 remaining, Pleasant Valley has put more points on the board. Score now 13-10. And this is Clark for the extra point. And Pleasant Valley now leads 14-10, and we'll take a break. Back at Tuvell Stadium, 14-10 Pleasant Valley. Right here in the Bettendorf's backyard, we got a battle taking place tonight. And we're back and forth.
Just commenting about the execution of both these football teams. The offensive execution is very crisp. The play action and the ball action very, very crisp. And I think we're going to see some points put on the board tonight.
It appears that way, doesn't it? Okay, kickoff taken by Bettendorf's Dave Yoder, number 31, after the kick by Mike Clark. And Bettendorf will take over just across their 25-yard line. Yeah, and this is just, to me, this is another example of a fine coaching and coaching staff at Pleasant Valley.
Well,
coming over here and two great coaching staffs.
Two excellent, very strong programs.
You bet. So first down, Bettendorf. Langen gives, looks like a little inside trap, and that was number 40 was the ball carrier for Bettendorf, Scott Flynn, but taken down by number 74 for Pleasant Valley, Josh Klingeman, and we've heard Klingeman's name several times tonight, or mentioned his name.
Well, Josh, at 6 foot, 260 pounds, he's a big boy to be knocking around.
Yes, indeed. All right, Bettendorf, 2nd and 10 from their 26. Here's the quick pitch to the right side to number 22, Matt Drinkall. And Drinkall's brought down at about the 29-yard line. So about a gain of about 3. 3rd and 7.
Well, this is going to give us another down where we're going to be able to see the athleticism of Justin Langen. He has sparked his team so far offensively, and if anything that hurt Pleasant Valley is his athleticism and play of his tonight.
Very true. Here's Langen, rolls to his left, and he's going to keep the ball and be taken out of bounds or forced out of bounds. First of all, by look like number 32, Castro.
And they gave him the first down.
Yep, and they got the first down out of the run. So you just said why, Coach. It's called athleticism. With a little speed thrown in.
I was going to say, you used to do a good job coaching athleticism and speed.
Yeah.
When coaches have that, their job's much easier.
He's just an experienced quarterback and knows where that down marker is. And first down. Here's the pitch play. This is Drinkall, right side. A lot of room over there. And he'll gain about 12 down to the 49-yard line of Bettendorf.
Yeah.
Another first down.
Well, Pleasant Valley had no one on the pitch. They made Langen pitch it, but the pitch was not covered. And big number 87, the tight end, Brian Cutright, was out there kicking a little corner around. And that turned out to be a good gain for the Bulldogs.
Looked more like a lead option, didn't it? They had a blocker out in front of the pitch man. And that's, cornerback sees that coming. That's trouble. First and 10, Bettendorf at their own 48. Langen gives to Drinkall again over the right side. And probably gain about 2. Uh-oh, fumble. I did not see that fumble, Coach, but Pleasant Valley's awful fired up over there. So it's going to be first down, Pleasant Valley at their own 48-yard line on a ball that I never saw come out.
No, it was difficult to see from our angle, but Drinkall over there was trying to make something happen pretty much after the play was pretty much stopped, and with all those bodies hitting him, someone came up with a big hit and separated him from the ball. I almost thought it was going to be a late hit, Coach.
It looked like it to me too, but obviously the ball was out by then. All right, here's Perkins. Back to throw. Nice throw over to Anthony, and Anthony's going to scramble around, pick up about 8 or 9. Actually, Anthony looked like he had to come back for the ball a little bit, but
well, the combination of Perkins to Anthony is really hurting the Bulldogs at this point, and it may be a little too early to say, hey, we got to turn that off, but I'm sure that's one of the things that the Bettendorf staff's going to be talking about at halftime, because Anthony is really hurting the Bulldogs with his receiving.
That is a fact. All right. 2nd and 1. That was about a 9-yard gain. Pleasant Valley in a wing formation here. And holy cow, I didn't see that come out either. I'll tell you what, Tom Mappin over the left side, we had a little crossbuck action, and Mappin goes over the left side and picks up a big 10 or 12-yard gain.
Well, he was actually, I think, the first man through. He just busted a tackle, He just busted a tackle at the line of scrimmage and just rambled for more. And so Mappin really made a lot out of very little.
Excellent running back, Tom Mappin, number 34. First down. Spartans on the move at the Bulldog 31. Back to throw. Yeah, Perkins wasn't much over there. Perkins just took it back and threw it over everybody's head. Good, safe offensive maneuver.
Well, that was one of the few times tonight he's missed on that fade pattern. And it was pretty good coverage by the Bulldogs.
So 2nd and 10. Coach Ed Morrissey tried to put a little surprise on him there, I think.
Well, hey, Coach Morrissey doing an excellent job mixing up his play calling.
Perkins. Back to throw again, and right on his tail was number 43 for the Bulldogs, Alex Bribriesco, one of the starting linebackers. And we have a player down. We have a player down on the field.
And that's Perkins. It looks like it's Perkins.
And look, it is. And it looks like Perkins.
That's going to be a loss to the Spartans. Perkins.
Yes, it is.
Lost for this game.
Coach Morrissey comes out, and we'll have to check this injury out. At this time, we'll take a little break here and come back. Well, as we are looking on the field here, some players helping Tony Perkins off the field, and as he got tackled that time by Bribriesco, he just kind of did the splits. I was just looking at the instant replay over on the other monitor across the way here, and
it almost looked like there was almost like a fumble or something, because Bettendorf was kind of scrambling around and really kind of hit Perkins kind of late, I thought. No flags though, and it looks like number 7, Mike Morrissey.
Mike Morrissey. This is
the coach's son.
This is Coach Ed Morrissey's son. He's a junior quarterback DB. And back to throw the fade right away. Throws it short though. I believe the ball hit the ground and it's ruled incomplete. So way underthrown on the fade pattern. And that was an interesting call, Coach.
Well, I wasn't shy about a new quarterback putting the ball up right away. But it was 3rd down and long at that point, so they had to do something. But Morrissey actually threw somewhat of a duck over there. He's lucky that one never got picked off.
Well, Pleasant Valley will drop back into punt formation with Decker doing the punting, and the up back, John Wagner. And it's a high snap over his head, but he'll get the ball off, and that's a heads-up play by that punter, Coach. And he gets off a nice punt downfield, and the ball takes a Pleasant Valley bounce clear down to the 6-yard line of Bettendorf, and
what looked like disaster.
And now we have a flag at midfield, so we'll see what that's about.
What looked like disaster actually turned into
exactly right.
Unfortunately for Bettendorf, they did not have the block on, and they were starting to set up the return. They really did not get any pressure on the punter.
And I would imagine
we got a penalty, and according to what the fans over on the Bettendorf side, they think it's against Pleasant Valley, but we'll see.
Well, I'll bet probably the check end is probably getting a little earful right now for not making sure that ball was snapped back and punted.
Well, most teams do have at least one designated rusher, if not two, even when the return's on. Just sure that ball is punted.
That's right. Just for that instance right there, where you might be able to get the ball in great field position, or even tackle the punter before he gets the ball off. But a great job there by Matt Decker, just picking the ball up on the run. He just turned around and punted it, and it took a lot of bounce toward the Bettendorf end of the field. The flag on the play, but we don't know what that is yet. Referee's talking to the Pleasant Valley captain, I believe. Fabio Castro, the captain, one of the captains. So, see what the signal is here. Looks like they're going to bring the ball back, Coach Manders. So we got a holding on Bettendorf. So that'll be 10 yards from the spot. That looks like 15 from the spot. It's defensive holding. So Pleasant Valley might be in 4-down territory now, Coach, with 4th and 5 on the 25-yard line. So that's could be a very costly error for the Bulldogs. Coming out of the game is Kurt Loader for the Bulldogs. Mike Morrissey under center and replacing the injured Perkins. And only a gain of about a yard there. So
that time the strategy kind of backfired.
Yeah, it did.
But it was worth a gamble.
Yes, it was. And that's definitely 4-down territory, so I think they made the right decision to go for that. It was either that or Bettendorf's ball on their own 6. It's your call. At any rate.
Coaches only knew.
Yes, yes. 3 minutes 11 on the board in the second quarter. Langen back to throw and wide open over the right side is number 81, Tanner Fox for the Bulldogs. That's the first time we've heard from him tonight. Excellent receiver. Fox was really smacked by the PV defender there.
Yeah, number 41 for Pleasant Valley really came up and drilled him.
Don't have a 41 in our program, so we don't know who that was. Could it have been 81? Nope, there's no 81. Anyway, first down. Here's the pitch. This is Parker over the left side. Got some room down to the 45 of Bettendorf.
34, Andy Parker with the pitch. Drive down by 11.
So that'll bring up a 2nd and about 2.
The lights on.
2:49 left.
Flag.
And our producer says there is a flag on the ground, and I don't see it anywhere, but
Yeah, over on the far side, a flag was thrown. And this game just starting to get a little ugly with penalties here.
Yeah,
just in
getting
the,
a little sloppy right
closing
now.
minutes of the first half.
So a holding penalty on the Bulldogs moves the ball back to their own 27-yard line, making it 1st and 20. Twin formation. Here's the give to Mappin, I believe. Excuse me, Parker, number 34, over the right side. Nothing doing.
Well, we're approaching the 2-minute mark here, and second down. Good offensive showing by Bettendorf so far, especially with the play-action pass. And really, I think what you'd suspect, either we're going to see some type of play action, or in this case, shotgun, and see what our quarterback can do.
Oh. And Langen
Throws a strike.
He's it across midfield to Brian Cutright, number 87. Big gainer. Langen throws a nice ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, he throws a real nice ball. And it's just a little too much cushion that these Medley defensive backs are giving the Bettendorf receivers.
Shotgun. Langen's going to bring it to the left side, and he'll run it out of bounds, just shut the clock off right at midfield. So there'll be a yard or two loss on the play, but he doesn't care about that.
Well, he's dangerous out there in the perimeter. When he scrambles around and these Bettendorf receivers get more and more time to run open, that's when Bettendorf's most dangerous. And Pleasant Valley is having difficulty containing Mr. Langen and his receivers.
Into the ball game for Bettendorf, number 81, Tanner Fox. Shotgun formation one more time. Langen fires over the left side. It's complete to number 85. It looked like number 85, Nick Walters. And that's a first down.
Walters running over people there on the near sideline.
Looked like he was out of bounds, and he picked up another 5 yards. And it is a first down. Bettendorf at the line of scrimmage, ready to go. So they're in a no huddle now. 2-minute offense. 1:41 on the clock. Ball at the 37-yard line. Langen back to throw. Pressure, got some pressure, but gets the ball off. And I don't know, Jeff Manders, that
the Bettendorf fans sure thought it was playing.
Yeah, I kind of did too, but that's all right. I'm up here. But let's just call it good pass defense by
PV coaches teach that great pass defense. But Langen once again rolling out. Boy, they got to get someone to contain him.
Yeah, they do. They got to keep him in the pocket. So 2nd and 10, Langen on the option, just a sprint option right, and over the right side.
Parker again.
Yep, is Parker, Andy Parker. And that was just a straight sprint out option, was it not?
Yeah, from the shotgun formation. Just run downhill and pitch the ball in. PV had no one on the pitch. And it was a good game for Bettendorf.
Good play. First down on the 24. Langen rolls to his left. A lot of time, no pressure at all. So he's going to... There's good coverage, Coach.
Yeah, good coverage. They're trying to free up. Bettendorf was trying to free up number 87, Brian Cutright down there, and the big tight end. And he really just could not get away from the coverage, and Langen had to kind of eat it.
And I wish I could give number 41 some credit, but we don't have a 41 in our program. But we'll find out who that is and get back to you. So that's a coverage sack. Isn't that what they call that? Langen, shotgun. No pressure until now. One tackler missed, and finally shoved out of bounds by Joe Punkowitz of Pleasant Valley. Punkwitz 5'11", 252. Showing good speed, chasing Langen.
Well, we commented earlier about this Pleasant Valley team. Not exactly the tallest athletes, but definitely kind of short,
Fairly wide, aren't they?
And very wide, yeah, somewhat heavy. And
we'll call them short and wide and fairly mobile. 3rd and 11. Langen back to throw. Long throw to the right side and
almost picked off over there.
Yep. Very good coverage over there on the right side by John Wagner, one of the captains. Kind of mad at himself that he didn't pick that off.
And this is going to be a 4th down, and is it going to be field goal time? A long one, but it looks like Justin Langen setting up for the field goal.
And Langen's got the leg to get there.
Proven, yeah, he has the leg to get there. This is going to be about a what? 43-yard field goal?
Yep, 40 from the ball's on the spotted at the 33, and it's going to be short and wide, I believe. So Pleasant Valley holds the Bettendorf Bulldogs with 51 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Our score is still 14-10 Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley right now without their starting quarterback Tony Perkins, and Mike Morrissey has come in and done the job so far. Big number 52, Matt Hall, under center. Another one of those wide bodies, coach, a 5'9", 210er. Morrissey to Mappin over the left side, and he'll pick up 4.
Well, with 40 seconds left to go in the first half, it looks like Coach Ed Morrissey might be content to get a 14-10 lead into the locker room.
Take his lead in and talk things over, get his new quarterback up to date. Hopefully Perkins will be back in this ball game. We don't know the extent of his injuries. And the give over the left side, I think that's just a clock. I believe that's Mappin again. Just to keep the clock running, and that'll be the last play of the half. And Pleasant Valley, yes indeed it is halftime, and Pleasant Valley is going to take a 14-10 lead in at the halftime. And again, Tony Perkins, a fine Pleasant Valley quarterback, went down in that second quarter, so we'll be anxious to know if he comes back second half.
Yeah, we hope he's back. I tell you, the offensive scheme of Pleasant Valley was really working well with Perkins and Anthony combination. And,
exactly right.
It'll be interesting to see if Perkins can make it out for the second half.
Well, Langen has used a host of receivers in this game also, and looks like a great captain running this Bulldog football team. All right, well, we'll take a break. A score at 14-10 at halftime, and we'll be back.
Sliders Pizza. To cure those hunger pains either before or after the game, stop at Sliders Pizza in Silvis. Sausage, taco, or chicken fajita are some of the favorites, along with our awesome Sliders bread. Dine in or carry out. 792-9100. Try our lunch buffet 11 to 1, 7 days a week. Tuesday evenings 5 to 7. Sliders Pizza, located at 637 First Street, Silvis. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sliders Pizza. The Moline Community Center is now open. 1615 Fifth Avenue, Moline, Illinois. It's the new party place in the Quad Cities. So book your reservations now for that wedding, birthday, anniversary, or any other major family event that you would like to have at a hall. The Moline Community Center, the new party place in the Quad Cities. Once again, at 1615 Fifth Avenue, Moline, Illinois. Make your reservations by calling 762-9135.
Welcome back to the second half of football here at Tuvell Stadium, where Pleasant Valley has taken a 14-10 lead going into the second half here. And Coach Manders, without the young quarterback or Perkins for Pleasant Valley, it's going to be a tough road for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tougher going for Pleasant Valley this second half without Perkins. The combination of Perkins and Anthony was really working well and really hurting the Bulldogs, but it's going to be up to Mike Morrissey, the quarterback's son, to run the offense now, and we're going to see how well he responds to the challenge.
Exactly right.
And he's coming out right now.
Well, we don't expect to see Perkins in this second half because we have seen him on crutches, but that remains to be seen. At any rate, the kickoff by Langen was taken right at the goal line by Pleasant Valley and returned to the 17. So it's first down, Morrissey under center, starting the second half. And here is the give. To Castro, number 32, I believe.
And, you know, tough going up there, running the isolation play in their own zone. And, you know, they did not really make a steady diet of those type plays in the first half.
Exactly right.
It's going to be tough to move the football against this Bettendorf team on straight ahead, you know, muscle football.
Well, that was, I've been corrected, that was Falwell on the carry, number 42. And here's the run action pass and a nice catch. I believe that ball was caught, was it not?
Yeah, number 20,
Jeff Beck.
Yeah, ball was thrown a little bit behind him, but Beck did a really nice job, you know, catching it off his wrong shoulder and picking up about 7 yards, bringing up about a 3rd and 3.
Little run action pass, very quickly executed for a good gainer. And here's Morrissey bringing him out of the huddle. Long count. And the give, I believe, was to Falwell again, and he is smoked under by a lot of black shirts there. And that'll bring a punting situation. There was no gain on the play and possibly a bit of a loss, but
yeah, I think they went on long count that time trying to draw the defense off sides, but that didn't work. And then when they snapped the ball, the isolation play went nowhere.
Bettendorf defense very disciplined there to set and wait till the ball was snapped. All right, back deep for the Bulldogs. Andy Parker, number 34. Along with Dave Yoder, and another bad snap. And coach, you make mistakes like that.
Well, number 28, Rob Lawler, came untouched. And I don't know if the snap was that bad or just
looked like like Lawler was there too fast then. Well, that's not a good state of affairs for the Pleasant Valley Spartans. That's all there is to it, as the Bettendorf Bulldogs take over on the Spartans' 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Justin Langen. Second man through, and good defense by Pleasant Valley. Not before there was about a 3-yard gain, though. Ball carried by Matt Drenkoll, number 22.
Matt Drenkoll. TV tackler Josh Cunningham, number 74.
Bettendorf tackler on the last play was Josh Klingeman, and we've mentioned his name a lot tonight.
Well, in the first half, Bettendorf was down here, and they actually ran some play-action pass and hit number 85, Nick Walters.
Oh, the option play. Defense nicely coached by Pleasant Valley's number 74, Josh Klingeman. And again, we mentioned Klingeman a lot.
Yeah, well, I think they're going to have to use the, you know, the personal talents of Langen here to get the ball in the end zone here. It's going to bring up a passing situation, and this is going to be interesting play selection for Coach Merv Habernack.
Well, 3rd and 8, we'll call it. Bettendorf held the statistical edge yardage-wise first half, 219 to 184. So not a whole lot of difference. Here's Langen back to throw. A lot of time, and over the middle, number 85 for the Bulldogs. Nick Walters again. Yeah. He's already caught one touchdown pass tonight.
Yeah, and he's kind of looking like Langen's favorite receiver tonight. And he made a really nice catch on a crossing pattern.
Yes,
and he got drilled after he caught the ball.
Well, Langen he's got a nice arm, Coach. He throws a nice ball. Yeah, nice spiraling ball. And Bettendorf will
take a timeout.
Yeah, seems to be a little bit of confusion as the Bettendorf coaches go out to the huddle, and we'll take a quick timeout here. Bettendorf, Langen rolls right, got some room, and he's going to score. Langen from the 3-yard line rolls to his right and takes it into the end zone for the Bettendorf touchdown. And that came on the heels of Coach the block punt down there by Lawler.
Yeah, that was a big turnover. It gave the Bulldogs momentum. And that time Langen just ran the option to the far side, and he cut it up very well and hit pay dirt. And he's going to kick the extra point here.
Well, he might as well do that too, I suppose.
He does pretty much everything.
And the kick is no good. Looked like it went off to the right, so Langen misses the rare extra point here, and so Bettendorf takes a 16-14 lead. Now both teams have very good kickers.
Well,
Pleasant Valley and Clark and Langen.
Well, when you have to play quarterback, for the whole first half, and the first drive, you don't get to concentrate on your kicking like you would if you were just a specialist. So that looks like it has affected Langen a little bit this year, but what he's lacking in his kicking prowess, he's sure making up with outstanding quarterback play.
That is for sure. Well, Langen will tee it up 16-14. They started to mention a couple of seconds ago, field goal one way or the other here looks pretty good.
Yeah, this is going to be a close game.
Well, Pleasant Valley's going to have to get some offense going here, and then they're going to have to start playing some defense.
Well, ever since Perkins went out of the game, PV really hasn't been able to establish any kind of offensive drive.
Exactly right.
They're going to have to get something going on. And a good return here, Coach.
Yes, it is. This is John Wagner still on his feet at the 35-yard line, and he took the ball right at the 5. So a nice return by John Wagner up to the 35-yard line. First down, Spartans. And you can bet that the White Shirts are going to come out and play some football. There's no question about that. They might be down a little bit about their quarterback, but
well, most coaches' kids are pretty tough, kids, and they're
around the sport.
They're around it 24 hours a day, and they only get better.
Slot formation by Pleasant Valley with motion. Morrissey. Oh, good job by Morrissey to get that ball off. Rolled to his left, got a lot of pressure, and threw the quail.
Well, was it number 30 for Bettendorf, Kyle Pika. Was right in on him, and I think they have to do something like that with the misdirection and play action pass, but Pika was right in on top of Morrissey, and Morrissey really didn't have much opportunity.
No, he didn't.
To do anything with that ball.
Was able to duck the clothesline, it looked like. Well, 2nd and 10 on the incomplete pass. Quick drop and a quick look in here, intended for Jake Winter, number 9.
Yeah, just a little overthrown at that point.
Yep. The pass was there, just a little too much lead. 3rd and 10. 7:50 on the clock, 16-14, Bettendorf. On the missed point after by Langen, that last touchdown. Bringing into play for Pleasant Valley, number 20, Jeff Beck. And we have yet to mention these linemen out here, Coach. We've need to do that. I formation. Run action. Morrissey. Intended for Mappin over on the left side, and a very, very nice coverage over there, it looked like, by number 21 from Bettendorf, J.J. Condon. So that'll bring up a 4th and a pretty obvious punting situation for the Spartans.
And
so,
once again, you know, the Bulldogs are going to get good, excellent field position if they catch this punt. And it's going to give Langen and company another opportunity.
Well, we'll see if Spartans' punt protection is a little bit better this time. And it was, and a nice kick. Nice kick by the Pleasant Valley punter, and good coverage by the Pleasant Valley Spartans down on about the Bettendorf. See where they spot the ball. What, on about the 6?
Yeah, it depends on his forward progress what they give him. But Pika was just a little nonchalant in feeling that punt. He went over his head, but he should have really grabbed it and probably could have picked up a little more yards. He would have hustled a little bit more. But BV kicked herself out of a hole.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Got a nice bounce.
Ball spotted right on the 20.
Well, when you don't feel that punch, you lose a lot of field position.
At any rate, Langen. Here's the give to
Parker.
Parker on the carry. Parker on the carry.
I believe,
good defense there by the Pleasant Valley line.
Parker and Drinkle has been more or less sharing the load there at tailback. We have yet to see anyone else play tailback except those two.
And there's a cheap shot by my cohort, not getting the name Parker. All right, Langen on the pitch. Parker, right side, got some running room out there. And Bettendorf able to run the pitch tonight, Coach, pretty successfully.
Yeah, they are running. They're having a lot of success with the pitch.
So bring up about a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs at their own 28. Parker has done a nice job running the ball tonight, as has his number 34 cohort Mappin at the Pleasant Valley. And looks like a first down by Bettendorf. Ball carriers Parker again.
BB Tackler, 51, Chris Jansen, and 74, Josh Klingeman.
First and 10 on the 32. 6 minutes and running on the clock. Here's the pitch to Parker over the left side, and a lot of white shirts out there. Probably the first one there was number 51, Kurt Jansen's for the Spartans.
Well, that's three plays in a row, the same play, running that toss sweep, and having good success moving the football.
Bettendorf center, number 64, Mike Kelly, one of the captains, brings him out of the huddle. That's wide open on the right side. A little look in by Bettendorf. A complete to Tanner Fox for another first down at the Bulldog 40, just across the 45-yard line. Langen throws left, kicks right.
Well, that formation it gives Pleasant Valley a little difficulty. Their defense is a little different this time. They actually do have someone out there.
Big opening up the middle. Scott Flynn on it. Looked like a little inside, about a 30 trap, Coach.
Yeah, a little inside trap. Number 40, Scott Flynn, popping through the hole and picking up a first down.
Big, about a 10-yard gain there.
So, you know, Coach Haberneck mixing up the play selection a little bit here and having some good success.
Yes, he is. Tom Freeman, the offensive coordinator, sends in the play with Tanner Fox at right guard for the Bulldogs, number 75, Dan Hassel-Bennett. And a little counter action over here, and here's Parker again, and he'll pick up about 3.
Yeah, I think he's going to have some forward progress
Yep.
here. Almost got her almost to about the 39, 40-yard line.
Right. 40, about the 41, almost to the 40. About 8 white shirts on that tackle.
Good gang
also.
tackling by
Yeah.
Pleasant Valley. You know, this drive starting to consume some time
Yes,
on the
it
clock.
is. Down to 4 minutes here in the third quarter already. Bettendorf being very patient. Moving the ball on the ground. Langen on the pitch. And here is Parker to the outside. He got a lot of room over there. One man to stop him, and touchdown Bulldogs. 41 yards on the option play, Coach, and Parker just burst down that sideline over there and he got all the way in.
Well, they got a nice block from number 1, Brad Lipkowitz over there, and they got the corner blocked. Parker was able to cut down the sidelines, run down, and they did a good jump into the end zone. And big play for the Bulldogs.
Yes,
They're going to go on top, 22-14, and with the extra point, make that 23 if Langen can convert this time.
And the kick is good. So that'll make the score 23-14 with 3:45 to go in the third quarter here at Two Bell Stadium, and we'll take a break. Langen to kick off after the exciting run by Andy Parker, 41 yards. And here is Tom Anthony, takes the ball at the goal line and brings it out to the 25-yard line. So an excellent return by Tom Anthony of the Spartans, and they'll take over with not real good field position, but it could have been worse.
Well, it looked like Anthony had a little lane there, but number 87, Brian Cutright, came in at last second and made the tackle. But it's going to be interesting to see if Pleasant Valley can get something going. Right now, they're just struggling offensively.
I formation, slot. Morrissey. Here's the give. Coming back to on the right side. A little
counter play. Looked like some sort. Some pulling guards coming into the near side, but Bettendorf had some penetration in there, and that play really ended up gaining nothing at that point.
Not too much room there for Falwell. He was kind of smoked under there on the right side. With a crossbuck type action. 2nd and 10. Number 61 for the Bulldogs. We'll try to spot some people as we go here. Jason Wenzel. Morrissey, run action, fades, goes to his left. And kind of thrown in the middle of everything there.
Pretty good coverage out there by Bettendorf.
Probably intended for Mike Clark, number 87, the big tight end, 6'6", all 6'6" of him. So 3rd and 10, and PV is getting in a 3-and-out mode here, Coach.
They're just struggling offensively, and that's going to hurt them.
Got to get her going here.
Bettendorf has proven that they can drive the football in this Pleasant Valley defense.
Bettendorf in their 52 defense. Morrissey, little cross counter action in there, and this is number 21 for the Spartans, John Wagner, on the crisscross.
Yeah, a little double handoff there. And, you know, that's just the kind of play that, you know, Spartan needed at this point to get something going on.
That's right.
A little misdirection, and it worked well.
First down on the 40. It's nice that Morrissey can come in off a bench and run that intricate of a play. Shows you he's had some reps at the quarterback position. First and 10 at the 40. Morrissey rolls on the pitch action and
Got a fumble.
fumble on the play. Was it ruled down? No. Yes, it was ruled down. The ball looked like it was down to me, Coach. And our cameraman and producer Jess Medina begs to differ with me.
Yeah, Coach.
But I thought it looked like he hit the floor before he fumbled the ball. But anyway, Pleasant Valley gets a little break there.
Well, yeah, PV might have got a break there. The Bettendorf fans, they tend to disagree with you also.
Well,
but
what do they know? Huh? Second and 15. And crisscross to the other way, picks up the 5 they just lost to bring third and 10. And that would have been carrying the ball for Pleasant Valley, number 83, Denny Lang. So third and 10. Picking up some numbers here. Number 54 for the Bulldogs, Ryan Antle over at the right defensive tackle. Morrissey drops the throw, got a receiver, and just overthrown to Anthony, just off the fingertips. Incomplete, fourth down.
well, the timing, you know, the distance, everything, just a little bit off. Kind of something which you might experience with maybe a second-team quarterback that doesn't get as many reps. But I think Morrissey is going to do an admirable job once he gets a little more reps in practice, a little more experience, because he looks like a player. And,
Certainly does.
I think he's going to eventually be a good one if they indeed don't get Perkins back.
And here's another high snap, Coach, and
He's
no.
down.
The problem with it is he had to, Matt Decker slipped and fell down while he was fielding the ball. And one of the rules I don't like in high school football is exactly that one, is you can't get back up and run to the ball.
No.
I wish they would change that. But
Well, another miscue on the snap. Went over his head, and it's just something at this time Pleasant Valley does not need this to happen, because this game is starting to slowly slip away from them.
Indeed. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Bettendorf takes over on the Spartan 14-yard line, so rather than Portfield position, they're in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Parker around the left side, and he winds his way down to about the 8-yard line.
34, Andy Parker with the pitch. Pleasant Valley tacklers go.
Starting to be a little bit of a matter of Spartan defense being on the field too.
Yeah, too many 3-and-outs by the Pleasant Valley offense at this point.
And yet it's just a 9-point ball game, so there's quite a bit of time left. Here's Langen, 2nd and 6. Option, Parker down. Ooh. Parker.
Well, the pitch was behind him, man.
Yeah,
by the time he recovered. Yeah, the time he recovered, he just kind of lost his balance and fell down. So, you know, the Pleasant Valley defense kind of rising to the occasion.
Yes, they did.
And we got a timeout at this point, and I think it's just time we can take a timeout also.
Okay.
Or the Pleasant.
Sliders Pizza. To cure those hunger pains, either before or after the game, stop at Sliders Pizza in Silvis. Sausage, taco, or chicken fajita are some of the favorites, along with our awesome Sliders bread. Dine in or carry out. 792-9100. Try our lunch buffet, 11 to 1, 7 days a week. Tuesday evenings, 5 to 7. Sliders Pizza, located at 637 First Street, Silvis. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Sliders Pizza. The Moline Community Center is now open. 1615 Fifth Avenue, Moline, Illinois. It's the new party place in the Quad Cities. So book your reservations now for that wedding, birthday, anniversary, or any other major family event that you would like to have at a hall. The Moline Community Center, the new party place in the Quad Cities. Once again, at 1615 Fifth Avenue, Moline, Illinois. Make your reservations by calling 762-9135.
Rising to the occasion, Coach. Brings up a big third down.
Yes, it does. And I'm kind of asleep at the wheel here. Oh, and that ball is almost picked off. Langen, that's the first forced ball we've seen by Langen tonight.
Yeah, he's looked pretty good, but that time number 32 for Pleasant Valley almost had an interception. That's that's Fabio Castro. That
one of the D-backs
thinks he should have picked one off.
Yeah. Yeah, he was upset with himself. We got a flag down here at about the 15, and it looks like it's going to be a hold. And you're exactly right, Jess. It's holding. So that's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, and that helps the Spartans a little bit. It's third and about 22 here. Bulldogs will be able to get a first down at the Spartan 3-yard line. So Pleasant Valley needs to buckle down here. Here's Langen back to throw. Deep in the corner and overthrown. I didn't see, oh yeah, number one, number one, Brad Lipkowitz was in the area, but.
Pretty good coverage. Lipkowitz got pushed out of bounds, and he was about 5 yards out of bounds and never did recover.
He was doing a little whining about it to the official there, I think, too, but to no avail.
No avail.
Noah avail. Here we go. Fourth and a bunch, and Langen will be in for the field goal try. Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line, so that would make this looks like about a 41-yard kick. And did he get the foot into that ball or what? And it's perfect, Coach. Nice kick by Justin Langen. Got to be the premier kicker in the MAC this year, I think. So the Spartans will take a 26-14 lead over with 11:45 to go here in the fourth quarter, and we'll stay with it. Parker's been pretty much the workhorse for Bettendorf, as it's been kind of a diverse attack by Pleasant Valley with Mappin, Anthony and Winter on the receptions.
Well, PV's just trying to find something that works at this point.
Yeah, exactly right. Falwell hasn't had a great night, but looks like Bettendorf may be keying on him pretty good. So Langen will tee it up to 40, 26-14, 11:45. And statistically, Bettendorf would hold a large lead second half at this
starting
point.
to dominate.
Yeah. Yep. Here's Langen's kick, very high and taken at the 2-yard line by Tom Anthony, and he returns it up to about the 23-yard line. So good return by Anthony. Spartans first and 10 at their own 23. And we certainly want to thank our Pleasant Valley spotters tonight, Katie and Steve in the booth next to us. Get those statistics and print them out for us, and we don't have to do anything. We just stand here and talk, Coach. First and 10 Spartans. Morrissey, run action, overthrown. Intended for Jake Winter. Pretty well covered. Winter was pretty well covered
coverage.
that time.
Once again, PV trying to run the quick slant and just a little bit out of the grasp of Winters over there.
Yep. So second and 10. See if we can spot a few more linemen for both teams here. Got a down lineman for Bettendorf, number 46, Lee Tufty in the ball game at the nose guard. Morrissey back to throw. got some time and intended for Mike Clark, but Clark covered pretty well, and the ball was overthrown. It could have been picked, Coach.
Yeah, number 31 for Bettendorf almost took a dive at it and almost came up with it.
Right, Dave Yoder.
Yeah, Dave Yoder back there from his free safety spot had a shot at it, but just a little too low to make the Oski.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to break up a third down once again. We've seen the Spartans too often in this situation this half.
Exactly right. They haven't had any field position this half. Morrissey drops deep. Pretty good protection. And
it almost looked like they were trying to set up some type of
yeah, it looked like a screen, and it looked like he just overthrew it to get it out of the area.
Well, it was a good job by the Bettendorf front people. They kind of smelled that out pretty well, and they kind of hung tight on the line of scrimmage, and there really wasn't anything for Morrissey to do except kind of throw it away.
Right. Well, the fourth down situation. Punting again for the Spartans. It looks like Matt Decker. Yeah, Matt Decker again. And a beautiful kick taken at the 39-yard line of Bettendorf by number 31, Dave Yoder, and they got a lot of room over there. There's one man to get by. Yoder gets by the punter.
No flag.
And Yoder's going to run it all the way back, Coach. 61-yard touchdown return, punt return. And Bettendorf beginning to rise to the top here.
Well, we noticed in the first half, if you remember, Coach, there was another occasion where we thought Bettendorf had the punt return set up pretty nice on this near side.
Yes, indeed.
And this time, once again, they got it set up, and Yoder ran it all the way to pay dirt.
Yep. 32-14, and looks like the Bulldog extra point team doesn't have their stuff together here because they'll call a timeout.
Yeah,
so we'll take a little break. Well, we're looking at the extra point attempt by Justin Langen here after the 61-yard punt return by Dave Yoder of the Bulldogs, and extra point is good, and that brings the score to 33-14 Bulldogs, and we'll stay with it. Well, as we mentioned before, a very fine football game in the first half. Perkins, the quarterback from Pleasant Valley, goes down, and it not to belittle what Mike Morrissey's doing at all, but he is not the #1 quarterback, and it doesn't have the flow with his team like their first team
like their
does,
senior later,
right?
You know, and with the second
experience
team
and everything.
Well, just the number of reps that a second team quarterback gets in practice, you're probably not going to be as good and as polished as the first team starter. And any team that loses its quarterback, their starting quarterback does face a distinct disadvantage.
Definitely for true there. Well, Langen will line up the kickoff team now.
Hey, Coach, I'm going to tell you, though, I think Morrissey's going to be a good quarterback.
Oh, indeed.
He definitely shows signs of athleticism. It's just that he just needs a little more polish.
Yep, he definitely shows some poise, and that ball will not be returned. Langen kicks it into the end zone again.
Best type of kickoff coverage you can have.
That is a fact. So Langen...
kind of doing it all tonight, though.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I don't know. He might be able to slide him in at nose guard. Maybe he can play that too.
I think that's one thing we won't see tonight.
I don't either. Shoot. Yeah, that's a definite.
We might see him sitting on the bench here in another touchdown.
Yeah,
but playing defensive line nose guard, I don't think we're going to see it.
Well, there's quite a bit of time left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Morrissey. Given to the down and around back, I call it. 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter and running. So 2nd and 8. Well, we'll see if they want to try to establish a little bit of running game so they can maybe set up their throwing game to get back in this ball game a little bit. Slot formation. And the give, I had a little trouble picking off the ball there. It looked like the give was to number 20 for the Spartans, Jeff Beck. Coming back in now, Jake Winter. Third and 4. And Pleasant Valley needs to get a little something going here. Get a little spark back. Comes the option play by Morrissey. He keeps the ball, turns it up, and he'll be close to the first down.
Going to determine where they spot the ball at this point as to whether the Spartans pick
Well,
the first down. And they got a good spot.
Yeah, they did. To stripe it over here on this side had a first down signal a whole lot of seconds ago. So first down Spartans at their own 30.
And Morrissey looked good running the option that time, keeping the ball around the right end. I think we're going to see that play again sometime in the near future.
Definitely. Short drop and the slant pattern again, Coach, and they're having trouble completing this pattern, and it looks like it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's just that they're just miscuing between quarterback and receiver.
Intended for Jake Winter. 2nd and 10. And let's see, spot some more people here for the Bulldogs at the linebacker spot. Number 28, Rob Lawler, I believe. 43, of course, Alex Bribriesco, returning starter from last year. Morrissey back to throw, and he's going to throw it long. To intended for Tom Anthony, and it really wasn't there.
No, pretty good coverage that time. We had 2 black shirts out there, and slightly overthrown, but he's going to have to drop it right in the bucket to make any type of completion. Bringing up a 3rd and 10 again. And once again, we've seen too much of this 3rd and long from the Spartan offense this half. Makes it difficult to win football games when you got to call out a 3rd and long plays.
Jason Wenzel, the left tackle for the Bulldog defense. Left defensive tackle. And the fullback move, but got set again. Here's Morrissey. Overthrows. Overthrows Clark and picked off by
Dave Yoder.
Yep, Dave Yoder, who just ran a touchdown back.
Yep, and Dave Yoder's coming up big here in the 4th quarter.
Yes, he is. Dave Yoder has quite a second half under him here. And that'll be first down, Bulldogs at, do we have a flag here?
Yeah, we do. I mean, the referee is talking to the Bettendorf captain.
Okay.
So it looks like it's going to be on Pleasant Valley.
Yeah.
That time Morrissey had a little time. He bought some time with his rollout.
He did.
Unfortunately, never really got his feet set. He kind of threw out the wrong foot, and the ball tended to float on him.
Yes.
The receiver was open, but it was overthrown, and Yoder came up with a big pick for the Bulldogs and a good return. And I think they're going to tack on a penalty on top of that.
Yeah.
So
Well, the penalty be declined, and Bettendorf retain possession here.
Oh, okay.
So.
Wasn't a late hit or anything like that. So.
Little holding by the Spartans. All right. And a little mix-up in the backfield here by the Bulldogs. We've got a new quarterback for the Bulldogs, Nick Cavill. I hope I got the pronunciation of that correct. Cavill tried to hand off to looks like Langen is that Langen at the up back, number 10? No, number 40, Scott Flynn, down to the Pleasant Valley 5-yard line, 6-yard line.
Well, if the Bulldogs get this one in in the door there. It's going to
Yeah.
send some Pleasant Valley fans, a lot of Pleasant Valley fans headed home today.
Mhm.
So.
Well, again, this Pleasant Valley team without their ace quarterback is not as good a team. That's all there is to it. And here's the give again to, looks like Scott Flynn. No, it wasn't. You might know there's two of them back there, and they call one of them, and it's not him, but Matt Drenko, I guess,
Drenko,
number 22. Yeah. Flynn comes out now, and Dan Phillips into the game as a receiver. Cavill at the quarterback position. Here's the give to Drenko over the left side, and he scores, I believe. 6-yard touchdown run by Drenko for the Bulldogs. And that jacks the score to 39-14 Bulldogs, and it's been all Bulldogs the second half.
Well, you know, this game's going to look more of a blowout than what it really was.
Yeah.
It was really a story of two halves. One half that was very competitive, that Pleasant Valley hang tough and actually was leading Bettendorf, and then the second half, without the use of their starting quarterback, Pleasant Valley really just kind of unable to play with Bettendorf.
Well, Langen tacks on the PAT, so we'll have Bettendorf kicking off with 7:26 left here in the fourth quarter.
And we're going to start seeing some different numbers in there,
We're going to
Coach.
see a lot of different shirts in there, and possibly on both sides of the football. Game being brought to you on AT&T Cable Services. Jeff Manders, Jess Medina producing, and I'm Cy Robinson. And we've got 7:26 to go here in the fourth quarter. Justin Langen, the right-footed kicker, the left-handed thrower, sorry about that. And he won't quite get it to the end zone this time, taking on about the 2. And a pretty good hit there.
Number 87
Was
for
it
Bettendorf, yeah.
Okay, that's
Brian Cutright.
Cutright, yeah, we
drilled the
mentioned
ball
him.
carrier.
Yep. Well, John Wagner on the return, Cutright upends him. Ball on the 22 of Pleasant Valley, first down. So we'll see if Coach Ed Morrissey puts the ball up. Cross-buck action inside, gives the first man through. And about an 8-yard gain there by, looks like Mappin, I believe. Tom Mappin. 2nd and 2. Well, we'll rehash next week's game here shortly. See what's going on actually this week as we view this game. Here's Morrissey. The give is to Mappin again, I believe, and he'll be real close to first down. I believe he has it. So first down, Spartans at their own 33-yard line. And this week's game, Coach Manders, we got Burlington at Pleasant Valley. Bettendorf's out at North Scott. Could possibly be 3-0 and 3-0 next
You're right.
week. This week, I should say.
North Scott starting out with a 2-0 start, and could be possibly 3-0 by the time you view this broadcast.
Yes.
But that could be a very good game. Randy Schrader's troops kind of have it going in the right direction this year.
John Wagner on the carry, and no game. Looked like the old wing T counter crisscross. And the flag was down, which I didn't see again, Coach. And it looks like a face mask penalty on the Bulldogs, and they'll walk off 15 against them. And the Spartans will have a first down at about their 48-yard line. And they haven't been across the 50 for a long time.
No, they haven't.
Mike Morrissey at quarterback. Run action and got a receiver. That's Clark, intended for Mike Clark, but pretty well covered again.
Pretty good coverage. Yep. Yoder was over there. I thought there was a little contact.
Yeah.
And Bettendorf might have got away with one.
Well, nobody raising too much cane about it over there. So Alex Bribriesco on the cover to the deep flat along with others. 2nd and 10. Option, Morrissey will get a couple. Quite a few black shirts over there. Hard to tell who made the stop. And continuing on with the games this week, we already noted Bettendorf at North Sky, which could be a real big game here in the MAC this year. Clinton, I believe this is Davenport North at Clinton. I think I have a misprint here because Central, I believe Davenport Central and Davenport West play at Brady Street Friday night.
Well, both Clinton and Davenport North, new head coaches this year. And that'll be an interesting matchup.
Well, Morrissey is sacked by Jason Wenzel of the Bulldogs, so must have been a little blitz on there, and nobody picks it up, and consequently you get the 6-yard loss. So Pleasant Valley, ball now on their own 43, will drop back to punt. This is Matt Decker doing the punting duties for the Spartans. And a nice kick down to the 13-yard line, taken by Parker of the Bulldogs.
Well, Parker's had a good night for the Bulldogs.
Yes, he has.
He's very durable back, and
we don't keep
showed his
track of the stats
versatility
here, but,
of running back up front.
So first down just inside the 25-yard line for the Bulldogs. And we have a Saturday night game this week also, Coach, on the 25th, Muscatine at Assumption. So
that should be a good one.
That could be an interesting football game. Jerry Teal's Muskies put the ball in the air an awful lot. And Bulldogs, number 48, Mike Pisano. Pisano picks up a first down across to the 36-yard line. 4:19 on the clock and moving. 40-14.
Well, at this point, I think Bettendorf basically just going to keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Chew some clock and going to start working on next week's game.
Yeah, give their down-the-liners a little playing time here. Here's a little student body left with Drinkall carrying the ball, I believe. Yes. 2nd and 6. Cavill to Mike Pisano again, number 48, I believe. Pisano stopped for no gain. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 6, I guess. Well, we don't know the outcomes of the other games as we speak, but as this program airs, there will certainly be some more things known, and one of those will be Bettendorf will be 3-0.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yep. Cavill back to throw, wide open, over the left side is Sellers, number 84, Mike Sellers on the reception. So it'll be first down Bulldogs at the Spartan 46-yard line. And the clock will be moving with 2:45 to go. Bettendorf.
We got another change of quarterbacks there. Cavell came out.
Okay. And
Number 6, Chris Stahl in the game now.
Okay.
For Bettendorf, playing quarterback.
Third quarterback of the night for the Bulldogs. Brad Byer bringing into play. And a quick pitch to the right side is Drinkall. He'll pick up 4 or 5. 2 minutes and running. Chris Stahl, the Bettendorf quarterback. Drew Dennis, number 55, the center. Stahl gives to Pisano up the left side. A fourth and four, excuse me. And I doubt if Bettendorf will punt this ball. There's really no reason to.
Yeah, this game.
Both teams have their.
Yeah, this game's going to kind of be remembered by PV fans as what could have been, what would have if we wouldn't have lost our starting quarterback. But,
Indeed.
I think PV's going to bounce back. One or two things going to happen.
No
Either
question.
Perkins going to be back, hopefully next week or in the weeks to come, and provide that senior leadership that he has provided, or else Mike Morrissey's just going to get a lot of reps and going to get a lot better. And maybe coaching staff will start kind of rethinking their game plans. But I think one thing's for sure, Pleasant Valley still looks like an excellent football team. And I think they're going to have another fine season, it looks like.
Well, it's not only is it tough for the team to lose their general as they did that first half, but it blows your mind a little bit. It takes over your mind. You don't think you're quite as good without them. And you're not. In reality, you're not. But a very fine effort by Pleasant Valley. They have certainly nothing to be ashamed of here tonight. They played a good game, a good football game. Bettendorf is a very good football team. So 35 seconds on the clock and running here. Would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Bettendorf will run off one more play, and then this game will be out of here. The give is to Drinkall over the right side and brought down at the 21-yard line. Keeps the clock running with a couple of seconds ticking, and there is a first down on the play, so they'll have to set the change and start the clock again with 3 seconds to go. At any rate, Coach Manders, we saw a very fine first half ball game tonight. We've already talked about the whys and wherefores and what happened in the second half, and we certainly hope that the young man, Tony Perkins, is okay, and certainly hope he comes back in full form next week, because he's a fine football player. And congratulations to this Bettendorf Bulldog football team. They have beaten Pleasant Valley here at Tuville Stadium tonight, 40-14. For Jeff Manders and Jess Medina, our producer, I'm Cy Robinson, and thank you for tuning in.